Good morning, students. Today I am going to continue chapter number 2 from trade to territory from history. And today's topics are number 1 is East India Company comes east, and number 2 is East India Company began trade in Bengal. Okay? So my dear students, as I told you in my previous explanation about the East India Company comes east, in which first of all traders of England had taken a charter or permission from Queen Elizabeth I to trade and business in all over the eastern world, especially from India, in which they or Britishers came in India where they had interested for trade and business, especially related to the cotton and opium and meal, and after that different types of spices. Here company opened a mercantile or a business enterprise which makes profit primarily through trade, buying goods on the cheap price and selling them at higher price. Alright. After that, after the getting royal charter or permission from the Queen Elizabeth I, when first of all English ship sailed down to the west coast of Africa, and after that he had crossed the coast of Indian Ocean and entered in India, then there they had met with different merchants and also traders who came in India from trade and business from the other part of the world. Like here Britishers or England traders had to competition with Portuguese and after that French people. So students, and here Britishers or the traders of England had to tough competition with other competitors like Portuguese and French traders. And students, in next paragraph is given about related to the problems and competition among the traders, because they wanted to buying and selling same things like fine qualities of cotton which was produced in all over the India, and also India had a very big cotton market in Europe. After that pepper, cloves, cardamom and cinnamon too were in great demand in European countries, and due to the tough competition of buying and selling of these important products, for what Britishers, Portuguese and French came in India, prices started to push up high, and due to too much high prices, whatever profit could be earned, that was started to reduce or minimum. So here only one chance for those who wants to settle here or who wanted to trade and business, then they had to eliminate their enemies or competitors or traders who were belong to different countries. That's why for the competition, battle started among the Portuguese, French and Britishers or traders of England in 17th and 18th century. After that, to occupy the higher position in India and to getting a higher authority for trade and business from the Indian merchants, all the traders like Portuguese and French and Britishers started to fight with themselves, and after that they regularly sank each other's ships, blocked routes and prevented ships from moving to supply from India to another part of the world. And due to this, now all the trading companies which were settled in India had required some arms and trading posts for the protection of their goods, whatever they wanted to export from India to Britain. That's why for the protection of their goods, their officers, their settlement where they had settled, they started to fortify it. It means from here fortification or barricading started by the different companies and its owner, only to protect and to save the goods and their officials and their traders to other enemies who were present in India that time when Britishers came. Okay, so students, this effort to fortify settlements and carry on profitable trade also led to intense conflict with local rulers. Here students, I want to clear one thing. Whenever these three companies in India were existing, that time local rulers were also confused to give or to sell their products to Portuguese, to French or to Britishers or traders of England, because every companies wanted to buy more and more products from the local rulers or local traders, in which many problems also started to create all over the continent. Okay? So students, now in second topic, East India Company began trade in Bengal. We will discuss with you that how Britishers began trade first of all in Bengal, and how Britishers had got opportunity especially for trade and business without any tax. So students, the first English factory was set up on the banks of Hooghly River in 1651, and this company was based or set up by the British traders only on the name of trade and business. That time when Britishers came, their main motto was occupying the first position in India for trade and business. So finally, for the protection of the factory goods and for the officers, and also warehouses or cold storage where goods of Britishers kept or stored, then they had demanded for protection from the local rulers, because as I told you above that different traders started fighting with each other to occupy first position, and in which they sometime destroyed the goods and ships of other competitor. So after the setting of East India Company, first of all in Bengal, Britishers had busy in trade and business, but they were too much optimistic and they wanted to increase their trade and business in all over the India. That's why company emphasized merchants and traders to come and settle near the factory. This is for local rulers. It means whenever Britishers came in India, then they had requested or they had emphasis to local ruler to set up their industries or their working places near the factory, in which Britishers can be able for smooth trading from India to another part of the world, especially Europe. So students, by the 1696, British Company or East India Company began building a fort around the settlement where they had settled down. So after the 2 years later, East India Company bribed one Mughal officer for giving the company's zamindari right over 3 villages, where all the goods and services came. So, in which one of these was Calicut, which was famous that time in around the world, and now it is known as Kolkata, and earlier it was known as Calcutta. Okay, after that, after getting power over the Calcutta, now the officer of East India Company emphasized the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb to issue a farman in which they wanted a grant from the Mughal Emperor for company that was right to trade without any tax or without duty free. Okay? So, for this act, company, East India Company, continuously tried and pressed for more concession and also manipulate existing rights whatever given by the Mughal Emperor or Aurangzeb, because they wanted more and more relief from the Aurangzeb, in which they can be able to do their business activities from India to another part of the world without paying any tax. Here it was going everything smoothly, but after some time later, British officials and local traders who came from England and settled down in India, they were Britishers, sometimes started their personal trade and business, and they carrying their goods and services from India to another part of the world, especially Europe, without paying any taxes or any duty. And they also expected to pay duty. It means Mughal officers expected to pay duty by the Britishers, but Britishers were not agree to pay any kind of tax to the local merchants or to the local officials. And sometimes they refused to pay tax to the government or to the Mughal emperor. And this was the reason for the creating conflict among the Britishers, local rulers and traders, in which, as I told you, that first of all Britishers came in Bengal and they had settled first East India Company near the river of Hooghly in 1651. In that time, Bengal or the ruler of Bengal had faced a lot of laws related to revenue, whatever they are receiving by the taxes, whatever paid by the merchants for moving goods and services by this route. Alright? But student, one question will arise here, that how could the Nawab of Bengal, whose name was Murshid Quli Khan, not protest against the Britishers, but Mughal emperor were totally against the policy of Britishers, whatever they wanted. So students, for today's that's all. In my next explanation, I will discuss with you how trade led to the first battle among the Indians and Britishers. Thank you and have a nice day.